What? I'm shocked. I am so shocked. It's another week of Drag Race UK, and you're rude. Before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let's get into it.
Can you let other people speak, Lawrence, for fuck's sake? Lawrence reminds me of the fresh country air, full of bullshit.
Okay, we're just into the first couple minutes of the show, and already Ginny Lemon is getting into it with Lawrence Chaney, and I'm kind of like confused. I didn't know they had beef or anything. But Ginny seems a little bit annoyed at Lawrence. I feel like there's something happening behind the scenes with Lawrence that I'm not seeing, or that I'm like just blindly not noticing. But I've heard people in the comments say they don't like her, and I was like, I think she's great. And Ginny's like a bit annoyed at her, and I'm like, what did she do? But maybe she's one of those girls that just always has an opinion about something and kind of talks a lot. And Ginny was like, it's not your moment. We don't really need to hear what you have to say right now. Someone else has the floor. Wait until it's your turn.
RuPaul Charles? Is that you? Why are you looking at me like that?
This mini challenge was super fun. I really enjoyed it. My favorite had to be Bimini Bon Boolish. I really enjoyed what she did. She was super smart talking about Brexit. I was like, this is hilarious. Apart from Bimini, I also loved Lawrence Chaney. Now, a lot of people don't like Lawrence, but Lawrence might be coming for the crown. I love this maxi challenge. They have to do a live TV show. Now, in the past, these things have not gone so well. I mean, I can recall season 6. Yeah, season 6, when they had Cher's mom and Chaz Bono on. That was like, I'm really hoping that this goes well for them. I feel like Lawrence is gonna do pretty well, but the person I think might win this is actually either Sister, surprisingly, or Ginny Lemon. I just feel like they have that quality about them where they can go off on the fly and just do pretty well in a situation like that. Like, if you're a good host in the drag bars, you should be good in this challenge. Tia Coffee and Ahura in a group together? I can't wait to see how this turns out.
You keep saying Lawrence. Why do you not say it in Ellie Diamond?
Ellie Diamond literally just called out RuPaul. That was so funny to me. I almost hollered. Like, why do you call Lawrence like Lawrence Chan? Like, I cannot do the accent. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone who's from Scotland. But RuPaul does this, little banter with Lawrence and gives an accent, but never does one with Ellie. Ellie's like, why do you always say it with her, but you don't with me? I'm from Scotland too. Like, RuPaul. You pulled that out the ass so quick.
You want to make sure that your core is right and tight. Mind the tongue. God, Jesus.
Taste and Bimini Bon Boolish. I enjoyed it. It wasn't like super funny. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is hilarious. I felt like Taste was still a little bit like resting on pretty. They love to say that on Drag Race. But not really resting on it, but she was so concerned about how she looked, I felt. I think they were cute. I didn't think they were hilarious. So if everyone else is hilarious, then they might be in trouble.
You threw me off then for a second. We need to get this covered.
Who says that?
So, well, okay. Work. Sister and Veronica Green. I guess they're supposed to be the Gothic girls, and I don't know. You can make goth funny. I think you can make goth funny. But for some reason, no one was laughing, including me. And so I'm kind of worried. I really thought that, yes, when Veronica was like, oh, I lost my train of thought there for a second. That's like a red flag. Like, you're holding up a sign for real. Oh, I messed up in this improv. No one needed to know that. And so that was like a big, And also, Sister was just there like not doing much for the first half, and then in the last half she still didn't do much. I would have liked more interaction between both presentations, like the cake decorating, the mutilation of a bird, the stifling of a bird. What was that? I don't know. But between both of them, I would have liked for both girls to be doing each together, not let me just slap this on a cake and let me just tape this around a cage and we do it separately. Because when one is doing something, the other is literally just standing there like... So it didn't feel like a great flow, and I'm really worried. Tace and Bimini, you're safe. You're cool. You're not going anywhere. They are in trouble.
A ride? Oh, yeah. Oh, I crushed it. It needs a repair tool.
Lawrence is hilarious. So funny. So just naturally funny. I love this. I feel like Lawrence is just upstaging poor little Ellie Diamond so badly. Ellie had to be looking at the cards a few times and I was like, Lawrence just had it in the bag. Lawrence. Chani! Was that good?
Spread your legs, you're used to it. Come on, love. There we go. Get a bit lower, hon. Bit lower.
Oh my god.
Oh, can you hold this gravel on here?
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. Watching Tia and Ahura was just so pleasing to me. They did such an amazing job. I still feel like Lawrence was a little better, but Ahura upstaged Tia a little bit. What? Come on, Ahura. I love that. The growth. She can act. Like, she can do funny. She can do funny. Now I really want to see what she's gonna do for her snatch game.
Remember we're live. Shut those chakras now and back to the studio.
Ginny Lemon was interesting. It was really interesting. I don't know what else to say about it. I thought it was gonna be something else and I got something completely different. I don't know if I hated it, I don't know if I loved it, but it was interesting.
It's Elimination Day, folks, and someone is going home.
It's Elimination Day, and I feel like this might be the end of the road for Veronica Green. Hear me out. They were like, oh, you have a Peter badge, but what are you gonna do to keep it? And she's like, I took a risk. I'm a risk taker. And normally when I see that happen, I'm like, is this an edit to like usher them out? Or it could be Sister because to be honest, I've been saying this for weeks. I haven't seen her get a lot of screen time. And sometimes when you don't see them on the screen for a while, it's like the producers are like, you're just a placeholder and it's time for you to go because you're not giving us a storyline, you're not interesting. Sister is having a moment with Ginny, and again, my suspicions are being confirmed with these edits. Whenever they're in the workroom and there's like a sad moment or like whatever, I'm like, they're trying to usher this person out the door. I was really scared for Ginny last week because they were giving her a whole moment. So I was like, oh my god, is this like her farewell? But this might be Sister's farewell.
No matter what critique I get, I've never had anything worse said to me than what I've told myself. Do you know what I mean?
That's so sad. Like, a lot of these girls do go through some real messed up things in their heads. Like, looking at Ahura, she's a beautiful boy and she's beautiful in drag. She has a great body, a beautiful face, good skin. Same with Tia, and yet they don't really... Lawrence as well, she mentioned it episode 1, like she doesn't feel that desirable outside of drag. And they all look so amazing to me, but they don't feel it. So sad. So sad. Could Tia and Ahura become BFFs? Is that what's happening here? I love this. I love it here. Like, this is what I want to see. Because I think they both have things in common if they just spent enough time with each other to recognize it, and that's what's happening. Ugh. And look at that face. Gorgeous. This breakdown that Ahura is having is just so real and so relatable to, I believe, anyone who's watching. Whether it is you think you're the nicest person on earth, or you feel like you're just like Ahura, we all have those moments when we don't feel our best, and then it's like, in that moment, you end up pulling someone down to that place where you're at because it makes you feel a little bit better. Misery likes company. Hurt people hurt people. It's a tale as old as time. We all know how the story goes. And it's just beautiful to see her admitting it, realizing it, and like wanting better for herself, wanting to be happy, wanting to have friends, wanting to build relationships. I am in love with this moment right now. Like, this is so beautiful. This week's runway is Monster Mashup. This is beautiful, Veronica Green. I love this. She gives the pig and the Medusa hair. This is exquisite. I mean, when you could do a close-up on the face, it's not the greatest. It's not blended very well, the prosthetics, but the dress is beautiful. The colors are popping. The idea is there. I like this a lot. Sister. She is giving me werewolf mommy. It's interesting, but I don't love the hair. The little piece of the hair sticking out from the top is so weird. It's not horrible. I wish there was something else with her hands to make it look more like a werewolf. The nails are long, but I don't know. I want to like it so bad, but I'm not excited about it. Bimini Bon Boulash, or Boulash. Still love ya. I like the look. It's fun. It's a sexy devil. I don't think it's a monster mashup, for sure. I mean, unless Pamela Anderson is a monster, which she's not. I don't know. I'm taking off points because I feel like I should be seeing two different things being mashed together, not like a sexy celebrity mashed up with the devil. It feels like a Halloween costume that you could go buy. Even though she painted her entire body red and everything, I'm still not impressed because she did it so... No. Taste. Always giving you fashion. She's a look queen. She's always gonna look good. Point blank. You know? So she's giving me Bride of Frankenstein mixed with a vampire. So we have two monsters that are mashed up. Now, is it the most innovating? No, that's not the word. Is it the most innovative that I've seen on the runway so far? No. I do love it. There's nothing aesthetically wrong with it. It is correct. Two monsters are mashed up into one. So technically you're beautiful and you did you did what you're supposed to do. Ginny Lemon. I don't get it. You're a toxic waste person. Is it that you fell in toxic waste, now you're a zombie? Is that the story? I don't know. And I don't love the boots. And then the back of your garment, I can see your garter. Is it the garter or a spank that you're wearing? I don't know. And I can see a part of your back and it's just dark. And I don't like this for you. Ova. Give Lawrence her Peter badge now. Lawrence Chaney is winning this episode. Period. She is giving you like 4 different monsters mashed up into one. I see the Leatherface on her hand. I see Bride of Frankenstein on her head. I see Silence of the Lamb where she makes the dress out of skin. I see Sweeney Todd, like, so good. And even though it's so many different things that she mashed up into one, it looks so cohesive and makes so much sense. Girl, you did that. Side note, Lawrence is stunning. Like, her face, her makeup skills, so good. So good. ASMR, is it working the way I think it is? I'm in love with Lawrence Chaney. I remember in season 1 when Michelle was like, you have on a prosthetic nose, don't you? And they're like, no, this is my nose. And she's like, no, you have on a prosthetic nose. It was so funny. But yes, Ellie did put on a prosthetic nose. Ellie Diamond. Her goblin mixed with a werewolf thing, I'm not a fan of it. I think the face makeup is okay, but a little too dark of a green to the point where I can barely see her face. I don't love the hair with it. I don't love the fur suit with the chaps that she's wearing. I don't love the green outfit underneath. Just for the outfit alone, I'd put you in the bottom. This is not it. This is hands down the most spectacular, and fashionable Tia Kofi has ever looked on this runway this season so far. This is so good. I love that I love the hair. It's twists, you know, black girls like their twists. I love that. I love that it's not like a bunch of snakes on her head, which would be fine, but she chose the minimalistic route, and the outfit's just really good. Now, if she said I paid money for someone to make this for me, I would be like, money well spent, you know? I love this. Tia, you look amazing, and your makeup skills, I didn't know you could do all of that. Ahora! I like her outfit. It looks really sexy. Is it really monstery? She said Elvira. I got that, but I didn't really feel monster. But when she took her wig off, I was like, love that. Before the wig came off, I was like, where's the monster? When the wig came off, I was like, cool. Not really multiple monsters, but cool. Still looking sexy and fashionable as always. Veronica is obviously in the bottom, along with Sister Sister, and I'm gonna say Ginny Lemon too, maybe? Yeah, they're all in the bottom, and the tops are between Bimini Bon Boulash or Boulash, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, and Lawrence Chaney. Yeah, I feel that. Now, Veronica is telling the judges, I've never really done improv, but in the workroom with all the girls, you're like, yeah, I've done improv, and I feel like I can do whatever. Which is it? On stage, while Ginny is getting her critiques, she lets everyone know that the reason she doesn't wear a lot of heels is because she was recently diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which no one knew that. And so I was like, why does she always wear Crocs? And why is her boots like always flats? But this makes a lot of sense, and because of this, totally understandable. It's not an excuse, it's because of a health reason. We get it, and we support that. Totally.
Veronica did the work.
There we go. VVV.
And the consensus in the room with the safe girls is that Veronica did the worst. But I agree to a certain extent. I think Veronica did badly, but I think Sister Sister did just as badly. They were both in the same group, and none of them really shined for me, so they both sucked. But, so they're on the same level there. When they had the main stage presentation, Veronica was better than almost everybody else. Like, her look was so good. So, I put Veronica above Sister Sister. Unfortunately. I feel like Veronica might stay another week. And I think they both will lip sync. And it's all gonna come down to who's a better lip syncer.
It really annoys me that as a group, you think any one of you could lip sync me out of the competition. That's wrong.
Veronica had some words to say. Oh, all of y'all thought I should go home, huh? I might have done badly in the challenge, but my look is fierce. And do you really believe any of you, even as a group, can lip sync me home? Alright, Veronica, I can't wait to see what you put down.
She's on Veronica's Drag Race and everyone else is competing in RuPaul's. Veronica's Drag Race, it's dead boring.
Oh, Sister Sister, you're funny. Veronica is not having it. She is in her head, she's upset, she's in the bottom, she feels defeated, and so she's lashing out. She's just in a bad mood right now. Y'all better give her some space to breathe.
Lawrence Chaney, congratulations, you're the winner of this week's challenge. Veronica Green, you are safe.
Veronica Green is safe. I'm not surprised. Her look on the main stage could have been what saved her. Because I did say, while Ginny Lemon was like up in the air for me, I didn't know if I loved it or hated it, her look on the main stage was not cute. I did not love her look on the main stage. Veronica's look on the main stage was better than almost everybody else's. Almost. This is really sad because not too long ago, Ginny was comforting Sister Sister. Oh. I don't know who's gonna win. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Depends on the song. I'm gonna go with Ginny. I feel like Ginny can surprise me. Ginny's my winner for the lip sync.
fun. Ginny Lemon, fancy a slice, has left the building. She Bendel crowed herself.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. What? I'm shocked. I am so shocked. She was there standing on the stage and I saw her and I was like, oh, she's confident. She's confident in the song. She's gonna do it. She's gonna really give me a show. And she just like, and she walked off. I heard rumors a few weeks ago of a queen that snapped at RuPaul and walked off set. And I was like, I can't imagine any of these girls doing that. And I was waiting for that to happen. I thought this was gonna happen later on in the season. Or maybe it was just like a rumor that it's not true, but it happened. And it's Ginny! It's Ginny Lemon. No way. She literally didn't even lip sync one word. She walked right off set. Give me a moment. This has never happened. I mean, it's one thing for Bendel Creme to be like, I nominate myself to go home, or Chanel to be like, I'm glad you asked me that question. I want to go home because you never told me I'm pretty. This is like, you're in the middle of a lip sync and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to lip sync for my life because I don't care to and I don't need this. I'm a go. Wow. When I tell you my top 4 just keeps changing every week. Anyone I put in my top 4, someone goes home. At this point, throw the whole thing away. I'm just watching to see how this turns out. This is the most never in the history. What? Okay. Meanwhile, Sister is here like lip syncing for her life. I mean, at least we're getting a show. Thank you, Sister, for staying and performing. I mean, Ginny did say earlier on in the episode, like, the fire is ending or has ended, and she's just not. Oh my god, I feel so sad. I feel so sad. And I was already having like a day. You know, I'm wearing full black. I was already in the mood today, and watching this is like, oh, my spirit. My spirit.
Who won?
Michelle, who won? I mean, Ginny kind of made your decision for you, RuPaul. She said what she said. She doesn't think it's disrespectful. She needed to do this for herself. She didn't want to fight against her sister. And she made her decision. We just have to respect that. I would have kind of been like, before you cut the music before we do this. I'm not really in the mood to lip sync against my good Judy, and I personally don't need to go to LA to do a web series. And this was beautiful, this was fun, but I'm just gonna go home. Is that okay? All right, thank you. Sister, love you. Mwah, mwah. Bye, everybody. But she literally stood there and waited until the song was playing and everything. Then she's like, and just walked off. Wow. What an episode. This was one for the books, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to read all the comments. I am still in shock. I'm probably gonna... I'm still in shock. See you next week. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Bye. Hey, beautiful humans. I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.